I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene. You guys are watching Lubed for March the 25th, and this is the old one from yesterday's episode, so I apologize. I will take that down. I never saved the current one, but congratulations to Mr. Zack Hyman, as he has achieved 50 goals as an Edmonton Oiler. However, it was in a losing effort to a very beatable Ottawa Senators team. And it gives me the question, what is actually going on with this Edmonton Oilers team? This is not the time for them to go back to October, November hockey of what they were doing. This is the time for them to really focus on the details, because they got a very upset Winnipeg Jet team coming in, or that they're going to play tomorrow at the MTS Center, and they're going to be hungry. The last three games, I'm going to get into that detail when we pull up that, but they have not been very good. Hellebuck even got pulled in one of those games. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil the party, the Zack Hyman party, so I'm not going to be too much of a negative nanny right now, but I am a little concerned. I won't deny that. I am very, very concerned about this Edmonton Oilers team. All right, so let's dive into the Oilers and Sens game, as I was hoping and expecting a win, and I didn't get it. And all of us as Oiler fans didn't get it. This is a winnable game. This is a team that hasn't played very well. They unloaded at the deadline, so they're not even nearly as good as what they were a month ago. So why did they lose? It just baffles me. Obviously, teams like that get up for the challenge to play McDavid and Draisaitl and to beat them, obviously. But anyway, let's get into this one, as it was a 5-3 final for the Ottawa Senators. I was actually shocked. I was like, I didn't really expect this. But let's get into the scoring summary here as we dive into this game here. Okay, so it started off with Adam Henrique getting his 20th of the year. Adam Henrique is starting to come around, which is good. That's a good thing. Matthias Ekholm would get his 27th, and Evan Bouchard would get his 55th assist. 1-0 Edmonton. This was at 3:49. Then the Senators would respond with a goal at the 4:17 mark. Yeah. Like, I don't understand the defensive play sometimes. But anyway, Jacob Chikrin would get his 10th on the power play from Drake Batherson and Tim Stutzla. This game is tied 1-1. The Oilers would regain the lead with Leon Draisaitl getting his power play goal, and Evan Bouchard getting the assist. Connor McDavid, his 90th assist. 2-1 Edmonton. Things are starting to look up a little bit, but still, the struggle is there. It's like, why? Why are they struggling against this team? Like, they should not be struggling. But they were. They were really fighting a good fight. I think they're kind of reverting back to trying to do too much, and it's not working for them. They got to simplify the game, and that really worked for them as they went on that 16-game winning streak. They just simplified it and just played straight north-south hockey, and that was it. But anyway, then the Oilers would go up 3-1, and I'm thinking, well, okay, like, it should be in the bag, right? As Zack Hyman would pot his 50th of the year. And unfortunately, it was in a losing effort. but a power play goal would give Zach Hyman. He was right up at the net. And I apologize. I'm feeling a little under the weather at the moment here. So if I'm coming across a little bit off, I do apologize. Got a bit of a sniffle going, and hopefully it doesn't develop into much more. But unfortunately, I am a little under the weather. I think it was a little bit of the cold weather we had here in Vernon that might have affected it. So anyway, he gets his 50. Yay to Zack. That's an amazing accomplishment. We're going to talk more about Zack in a bit here as this episode continues on. Then Tim Stutzla would get his 18th of the year for number 18. This would be from Matthew Joseph and Eric Branston. 3-2, the Oilers still have the lead, but not anymore. As Drake Batherson would get a power play goal from Brady Tkachuk and Tim Stutzla. This would be Stutzla's 50th assist of the year. 3-3 tied. New game. Totally new game. The 3-1 lead is now disappeared. In the third period, it wasn't the Oilers ruling the third period in this game. This was the Ottawa Senators, as they would make it a 4-3 game from a goal from Jacob Chikrin on the power play from Drake Batherson and Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk had a great game, by the way. 4-3 Ottawa. And the final score here would happen at 1657? Barker Kelly, or is it 18? It's 15. 16. They must have pulled the goalie earlier, unless I miswrote that stat. Parker Kelly, empty netter. Claude Giroux, his 40th. 5-3 is the final for the Senators. Again, this was a game that's so winnable. It's not like the Ottawa Senators are going to be vying for a playoff spot. And unfortunately, the Oilers, in the next 13 remaining games, play 7 games against teams that are in the playoffs. So it's going to be a tough go for them in the next little while. Plus, they play the Avalanche twice, which the Avalanche is starting to look really good. Like, they're looking to be a huge, huge threat in the playoffs to get their second Stanley Cup. Let's go into all the stats of this game. As the shots on goal were 36-16 for the Oilers. Did I get that stat right? 36-16. I wonder that I'm gonna have to double check that, guys. That might be a little bit off. 36-16. That's quite the margin. I think it was 36-26. I wrote, but anyway, we'll go with that for now. When it comes to the hits on opponent, 26-17 for the Senators. Again, the Oilers not being the more of the aggressive type for another game. The 2 stats that they need to work on is the block shots and the hits, especially going into the playoffs. They need to improve on that stat. Face-off win percentage. The Oilers were actually better on the dot here, 53.7. So a slight margin change for the Oilers, as they were better on the dot than the Senators, and they should have been, because Draisaitl is actually a pretty good face-off player. So, the power play, the Oilers were 2 for 3, which is good. The power play is starting to show some light. However, and that was 66%. However, the penalty kill, they were 1 for 4, which that's not bad. I can't really complain. It's the other stuff I want to complain about, but this I can't really complain about. When it comes to the block shots, again, the opponent is blocking more shots than us. The Ottawa Senators blocked 12 to the Oilers 9. It's not a huge margin, but it's still a fact that they're beating us in that area of the game. Takeaways, 15-10 for the Senators. Again, another area where the Sens were more dominant than the Oilers. And it's those little areas that this is the stuff that cup champions are made out of. And it's whether you block, whether you have great goaltending. Like there's so many things that go into a cup champion. And the Oilers still need to work on a few things here. Giveaways 17-9 for the Senators. So the Sens did give away the puck a little bit more than the Oilers, which is a better stat for the Oilers. That's a good stat for the Oilers. Because 17-9 is not exactly ideal. That's almost a 2-1 margin in giveaways. You never like to see that, but that was the opposing team. So that's a good thing for us. When it comes to my stars, I'm going to go with Adam Hendrick, 1 goal, and he was also a +1. It was hard pickings for this one, just because honestly, the effort really wasn't there for much of these players, but I will make some stars in this game. It wasn't a clear-cut, horrible game where I went no stars like I did in one of the episodes. But this was a game that the Oilers should have had. My second star would be Zach Hyman, number 50, his 50th. And normally I would probably prop him up into the first place. But when Connor McDavid was in with 2 assists, 3 shots, 1 hit, he's definitely a game changer. Connor McDavid is the game changer. Like, let's be honest. Zach Hyman wouldn't be hitting those numbers. I don't think Leon Draisaitl would be a 50-goal scorer without McDavid. You know, like, as good as players they are, I think McDavid is just, he sees the ice so well that he knows where to fire the puck and knows what to do with it. So up next is the Winnipeg Jets tomorrow night at the MTS Center. Winnipeg are going to be hungry. I just want to give you some of the stuff. So the last 3 games for Winnipeg was against the Devils, 4-1 loss. The Islanders, 6-3 loss. Hellebuck got pulled in that one. And the Caps, 3-0 loss. So if you're thinking that Winnipeg's going to come into this game and lose this game against the Oilers, I really doubt it, man. I really doubt it. I really don't like the Oilers' chances tomorrow night against Winnipeg. I know I'm a Debbie Downer here, but I just don't really like it because they're going into a team that's angry and mad. And Hellebuck is he's one of those goaltenders that takes it personally and definitely improves. So we'll see how this works out. So anyway, let's go on to a lighter note. I know I've been kind of negative on this episode, but you know what? Let's be honest. Zach Hyman hit 50 was nice. I just wish it would have been in a winning effort. But congratulations, Zach. You are now amongst the likes of Wayne Gretzky, who hit it 8 times, Yari Curry, who hit it 4 times, Leon Draisaitl, who hit it 3 times, Glenn Anderson, who hit it twice, Mark Messier once, Connor McDavid once. So not that many Oilers over the course of time have hit this mark. Congratulations. You know, I have to give you props there, Zach. That was amazing. Couldn't happen to a better guy too. Like, you're such a good dude. You write the children books and all that kind of stuff. So it couldn't happen to a better dude. I am so happy for you, man. Good job, Zach. So let's go into the poll and the standings. And of course, the poll is gonna include Zach Hyman. And then we'll review the standings. I also want to review some of the previous polls that I had. And we'll get into that right now. Okay, so before I dive into, I guess I'll go do the new poll question. So, at the age of 31 years, can Zach Hyman repeat his tremendous accomplishment by reaching 50 goals again? So this is up on my YouTube community page. It is my poll question. In previous poll questions, I asked you guys if the Canucks will sweep the season series against the Oilers. 75% of you guys say no. So I guess we're going to find out on April 13th if that is the case. And I did have another one here, and I don't know what happened to it. Oh, here's the other one. Who was the best captain in Edmonton Oilers history? 45% of you guys said McDavid. 36% of you guys said Gretzky. Mark Messier and Doug Weight were tied with 9%, and Jason Smith, Gator, not even getting a single vote. So yeah, that's the way that turned out. As you can see, there's the standings. It's really starting to shape up like Vegas will be the last wild card spot. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but St. Louis is 4 points down and one game. They have one extra game played, so they're only down to 11 games now. It's going to be tough for them. Hey, stranger things have happened, so we'll see what happens. The Oilers still remain in 88th, but they got the LA Kings right on their butt, and the LA Kings are currently playing the Vancouver Canucks. So I'm going to tune into that game actually right after I'm done this episode and see what is going on there. Let's move on here to the Winnipeg Jets, who the Oilers play next. Now, this one kind of frightens me a little bit because the Winnipeg Jets are a solid team and a team that is struggling at the moment. Pull up that graphic right now. So obviously, okay, so the last time they met was November 30th, 2003. The Oilers got the best of them in a 3-1 victory. The Oilers are coming into this with a 42-23-4 record. The Jets 44-22-5. The Jets' home record is 23-9-2. What a awesome home record. That is something that's really impressive. Meanwhile, the Oilers' away record 19-15-2. The Oilers are on a 2-game losing streak. The Jets are on a 3-game losing streak. So what is going to give here? What's going to break? Who's going to win? Obviously, Hellebuck is a hell of a goalie. 32-17-3 with a 239 goals against average, 920 save percentage, 4 shutouts. Stuart Skinner, 31-14-4 with a 265 goals against average and a 905 save percentage, 2 shutouts. So Hellebuck is definitely, well, if you think about it, he was the first draft pick for the Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl team in the All-Star game in Toronto. So he's a very well-respected goaltender. When it comes to the stats, the ones that Winnipeg seem to trump the Oilers on are mostly, goals allowed. They're second in the league. They're a stingy team, only averaging 2.42 goals allowed. That being said, the Oilers have a lot of offensive power, so we'll see how they hold up against that. Penalty minutes. The Winnipeg Jets are seventh in the league, only averaging 8 penalty minutes a game. So they're very disciplined. That's a huge thing. That's going to carry well into the playoffs as well. The Oilers, not so much. 24th in the league at 9.8 penalty minutes per game. But the stats that the Oilers flourish at compared to the Jets is obviously goals. 3.57, putting them 4th in the league to Winnipeg's 18th overall, 3.07. Shots on goal, the Oilers are first in the league, 33.8 per game. The Jets are 17th in the league, averaging 30.6. So there is a few stats there. It's gonna be interesting. Again, judging by the way the Oilers played this last weekend against Montreal and Ottawa, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about this game. And knowing the fact that Winnipeg's coming in hot and hungry, I am very, very concerned. All right, let's go to your final thoughts and see if you guys made any comments tonight. No comments tonight. So that's fine. It should be a decent game. I'm looking forward to it. It is, what time is it? It's going to be 5 o'clock Pacific, so it's going to be a 6 p.m. start for you folks in Edmonton. And then they have another game on Thursday. So it's kind of a busy week for the Oilers and a busy week for me with the channel. But we'll see how this all plays out. All right, guys, if you are witnessing this for the very first time and you like the content I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I know I'm not at my best today. I'm a little under the weather, but I truck through it and I try to give you guys the good content as much as I can and the story that the Edmonton Oilers are. If for those of you who have been following me through thick and thin through the 3 years that I've done this channel, thanks for always being there and supportive. I do appreciate it, and we will talk soon. As I am gonna shut this down because I'm starting to ramble on a little bit too much right now. Have yourself a good night, guys. I'm gonna go make supper and watch the Canucks game. Enjoy.